ain't no war. Won't be home for Christmas Day, so this is what they'll say. This is the time of the year that we love so dear. Let it be jingle bells. I wanna hear jingle bells, baby. I wanna tell y'all that it was alright with me. Oh yeah, but I wanna tell you, I remember when everyone was so happy. So happy, baby. Everybody was so gay. Been waiting for so long for that wonderful day. Christmas was what they must say. It won't be merry. It won't be merry this Christmas time. No, baby. There'll only be friends and love. All right, a last minute impromptu battle with the 28s. I finally pulled them out, dusted them off. Okay, I didn't dust them off, but I got them out. And memories. It's about a good 6 months I spent painting these guys. And there they sit on the shelves. Anyway, what we're looking at is, as mentioned, Salamanca, attack on the French left. Not a winter battle, as this took place 22nd of July, 1812. But something small. This is a regular-sized commands and colors scenario. It's not an epic scenario, and that suits me just fine because I have less 28 mil figures than I do the epic scale. So I'll forego the historical background and let you read that on your own. The British Army consists of Wellington with 6 command cards, which means what for us? That means 6 command dice. Now, we were doing epic, and I thought about this at length after the last battle I did. I needed to double the amount of dice I was using. I won't go into that, but that's what needed to happen, and a few issues would have been solved had I done so. Hindsight, moving forward, I'll remember that. And then for the French, 5 command cards, which means 5 command dice. And we'll keep it that way because, again, this is a normal scenario. This is not epic. Were it epic, we would double that number. Who goes first? Good question. French go first, and the river on your left, which consists of a town better known as, I can't see it written, Mamille d'Azan. I don't see it written elsewhere. It's written on the map, and it's hard to read. That is the town that you see there. The river, and that is a river, is Azan River, and is only passable at the bridge. Now, I don't know that I need to cross that bridge when I get to it and head in there. I suppose that would make a fine and dandy defensive position, but really, I've decked it out for aesthetic purposes. That town, for gameplay, really only consists of 1 hex, so not sure we'll be heading over there. Already saw the center, and then the right, French right, consists of this. So that's what we're looking at. As mentioned, the French go first with 5 dice. Victory banners, we're only going to need 6. So this could be short and sweet, which is kind of what I wanted. I've got things I got to do, things I've been doing. Won't be here for the next few days, leaving early tomorrow. So this will be it for a minute. So let's just hop into it. 5 dice. What do I want to do? I want to pull. Do I want to pull or push? Right up the center, 5 dice. Let's just do that. And for our opening salvo, a horrible 1 die activation. We'll go ahead and move these caboodles up and be done with that. And then it is the British turn. Nobody in range, so I can't even do moving fire. And that's the other thing with these smaller scenarios is you can there's less territory they need to maneuver across, thus quicker the bloodshed will come, and probably a lot more melee this go around. So 6 for the British. Let's do the center as well and get 1 activation. So that's the way the ball bounces. These are, I should mention as well, these units here, and he's attached actually. He won't fit in the hex, but that's how it goes. These 3 units here are in fact Portuguese, so I need to access their stats. And then the cavalry that you see on the British left consists of Portuguese cavalry as well. So these guys can move and fire, although I need to locate the Portuguese stats. I hadn't considered that I needed to do that before now. So let me find those. Got that, I've got that. Is this it? No. I'll get there one day. What about these? Is this? Yes, maybe, no. That's Great Britain. Where are my Portuguese? Well, actually, I need this British stuff anyway. Prussia. No, here we go. Portugal, and all right. All set. Portuguese. Portuguese what? Portuguese line infantry, moving, range fire, full strength, which is 4 blocks. It's going to be half, which is 2 dice. So 2 dice, and we want the usual 1s, 2s, 6s accepted. Well, we got nothing. So not a whole lot going on this opening round. 5 dice again for the French. Let's go ahead and do the center. A little bit better. 2 activations. We'll fire with these guys. And move these guys up. And fire. Put that halfway there to represent half. All right, first things first. We'll fire with these guys. Hope everybody's doing well, health-wise. Mentally wise, this holiday season can be taxing on a lot of people, stress-wise. Just take it in chunks. Don't try and swallow the whole thing at once. Bits and pieces. So they're firing at full strength, which should be French line. That should be... Oh, I've lost that. Good criminy. There it is. All is well. French line, standing range fire, 4 dice. Okay. What do we get? We got a flag, that was it, and they can ignore that. So again, nothing going on there. Let's do 2 dice there. Dice there. I believe it's 2 dice. Line, moving, range, fire. Yes, 2 dice. These are going to be hits. I predict we're going to get some hits. 1s and 2s. We did get a hit, so I was half right in my prediction. That Portuguese unit is a natural 4 strength. When it is full strength, correct? Yes, he is now at 3 strength. He acquires a taking fire marker. So there's that. Hopefully no commercials in the background this go around for the yeah, I brought the big boys out. How you doing, buddy? Glad to have you back. Diameter 16. You're gonna have to give me a history behind the moniker you use there. Just curious, or not? It's your business. I'm just curious. It's not an everyday thing you've got, that your handle that you're using there. 3, okay. Russians, I'm sorry, British. I would like to get one of these British, so I just flip it over. I use this to help me keep track of who's doing what, so that, and then you flip it over British, so it is now British. What do you say we liven this party up with a little British right flank action? Huh? Let's put 4 dice into the effort and get 1 activation. That'll be, we could do one of these guys, I guess. And then 2 dice on the left, British left, and get nothing. So let's go back to the British right. That is Portuguese heavy cavalry. Should be a movement of 2 hexes. And I would be correct. 1 to 2 and battle. Well, they're not going to reach. They're not going to reach that, but we can move up 2, right? So 1, 2. One of these days I'll play with these 28s and have. These are only 4 stands a square, which amounts to about 16. But more than double that for some really mass battles. That would look pretty cool. So maybe in the near future we'll do that. That was it for the British. Back to the French. 5 dice. 5 dice where? Well, I think our strength here is in the French right. Lest I be mistaken, I don't think. So let's focus on said French right and put them all in and get nothing. When you roll nothing on your activation dice, you do get 1 default activation. I don't know what. Let's move these guys up. Nothing in range, so that'll be the end of that. And then it goes back to the British. Right there. Royal Navy for many years. One of the ships I served on was the frigate HMS. Pronounced Dianede. Okay. Pronounced Dianede. Her pennant number was F-16, hence the name. But you can call me Ian. All right, Ian. I appreciate the background on that. I was just curious, and now I know. That was nobody's really done much yet so far. Let's see who's going to be the side to just really. I can't leave this Portuguese cavalry flapping in the wind, so let's see what we can do with that. 4 dice, British right. 5s or 6s get 1 activation. These are also Portuguese heavy cavalry, so we'll move them up right along next to them. I reckon you have a few stories you could share, Ian. I'm not asking you to. I'm just saying. I bet you have a lot of interesting experiences that you've endured in your days. That is British. We'll go back to the French. I'm going to go back to the French right. I feel like we can do better here. 5 dice. Give me something. Okay, 2 somethings. Fine. We'll move them up and fire them, and we'll move these guys up and not fire them. Nothing will be in range for them. But there will be for them. Oh, we have our, I forgot to mention, British Rifles make their introduction to the game with a little doggy accompanying the company there. That's going to be 2 dice. Let's fire at the British Rifles. 2 dice. We got a hit. What is the starting strength for rifles? That would be, we don't know. Yes, we do. That's going to be 3, so they drop to 2. And taking fire marker. Well, I hope the rifles get a chance to shine before they're liquidated. They're already down to 2 strength and 1 taking fire marker. All right, British one. That being a concern, let's go ahead and put 3 on the British left and get 1 activation, which, yes, that will go to the rifles. And then the other 3 on the British right and get nothing. So no need to move. We'll just go ahead and fire with our rifles. Can we see that on, yeah, I've blocked the little dog. There's the little dog. And they're going to fire with 2 strength, which is 2 dice, right? Let me make sure they don't get any they probably get modifiers, huh? Ranged fire. Yeah, they do get a +1, so it's actually going to be 3 dice, 1s, 2s, or 6s. We get a hit and a flag. The flag cannot be ignored. And they'll drop from a 4 to a 3 and fall back. So rifles doing their thing. So 3 and one of those nifty, handy dandy taking fire markers. Traveled the world as the brochure promised. I like that. French. For your autobiography or your memoirs, I traveled the world as the brochure promised. French are going to focus on the center now because it just feels right and natural to do so. All the dices, 2 activations is, and these 2 guys with this Portuguese lining and range will commence firing, and it should be just 4 dice. Yes, it is. Those are line units, are they? Yes, they are. So just 4 dice. Starting with the unit on the right, 1s, 2s, or 6s, we get 1 hit. So he is now a 2, and he takes another taking fire marker. He's going to shatter. That's what I feel. This guy right here is going to shatter. 1 more hit, and he does. He is familiar. Right there, same thing. 4 dice. Yep, we got another hit. So he is shattered. And a 6, which can be ignored. So he drops to a 1, and he now has more taking fire markers in his strength. So he's shattered. I was playing it where equal the taking fire markers. If you equal your unit strength, you shatter, but that was just too gratuitous. So I changed it to exceeds 1 by 1 or more. All right, back to the British. Look at this. I mean, we even have, I baked the cookies last night. I mean, what do you know? Seems like a waste of time, but if we pull them back, lest they become an easy victory banner, that might be in our interest. All 6 dice in the British center. And this is what I'm talking about, finally. Here's our first big jackpot of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activations. Since that's the case, I will pull them back. I will pull them up, as well as them. Now that's all our Portuguese line infantry there. And then maybe I can pull these guys up. And these guys. So let's start with pulling these guys up here. Done. Nobody in range. Pulling these guys up here. Done. That's 2 of our 5. And strategically withdrawing this unit such that they don't become an easy victory banner. He will move with them as he's attached. They're done. And then this unit up. Up. And this Portuguese light infantry up. So a line and a light have moved up. And we'll fire those accordingly. So start with here. They did move, so it's moving fire. Let's go with the Portuguese line, full strength, moving ranged fire, 2 dice. 1s or 2s, we get a hit. That 4 strength French line unit is now a 3 strength French line unit. Still French, still a line unit. Less strength. All right, and then 2, actually, nope. Portuguese light infantry is, that's only 3. Start with 3 strength. So 2 dice. Not the best, are you? 1s or 2s, we got another hit. Oh, he takes a taking fire marker. And then, so 1 hit on each of these line units, and they each get a taking fire marker. Or a stress marker, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you're comfortable with. I don't want to force anybody to do anything here. All right, and then the French. Once again, I'm going to put, this will be weird, but I'm going to put 4 dice into the center. Get 1 activation, which means I'll fire with these guys. And then the other die we'll put on the French right. And get nothing. So that's that. 3 dice. And that'll be 1s, 2s, something, anything. We got 1 hit. So French light infantry unit, which is a 3 strength to begin with. Portuguese light infantry unit, that is now 2 strength. With a taking fire marker. So he'll be down there. And then back to the British. Let's see if we can focus on the left again here. British left. In what respect? Let's put 3 dice. I'm sorry, the British right. 3 dice on the British right. We got a man down. Let's re-roll him. Oh, good thing we got a man down. We got an activation. We could probably force. Yeah, okay, so that'll happen there. What was that, 3? So then the other 3 on the center. 2 activations. I like it. Let's fire with him. French center and move him up. So we'll bring this British line unit forward. And he moves 2, does he not? Heavy cavalry here will force this unit to go into square and make the French cough up an activation die for having a unit in square. Not very nice, but such is the name of the game. So let's focus on the left here before I get all just confused. What is that Portuguese heavy cavalry? What are we talking about? We're talking about... Really? Apparently we're talking about 4 dice. Okay. Well, no, that's not true because, well, how would they ever roll 4 dice then? I don't know. I'm confused at the moment. But they're going to form square, as mentioned. I need a square deal. This is a square deal. They're in square. They will react first. See if we can bounce the cavalry off. We'll get a 3. It's not going to happen. However, their 3 strength heavy cavalry unit is now a 2 strength heavy cavalry unit and collects one of those long sought after taking fire markers. The British will respond with 1 die, wanting 1s, 2s, 5s, or 6s. We got a hit. So we each caused a hit and a taking fire marker. 4 strength unit, now a 3 strength with, as mentioned, a taking fire marker. That's the action on the left. We shall resolve action in the center. Center action consists of this Portuguese line unit firing at a French line unit, and it's going to be 4 dice. 1s, 2s, 6s. We get a 2, a hit, and a 6. So he is now 2 strength, and he's right at the threshold with his taking fire markers before he shatters. Can the 6 be ignored? No. Why? Because he does not have an attached commander. He does not have 2 or more adjacent units supporting, and he's nothing special. So what do I mean by that? If he was a guard unit, he would automatically shed one of those 6, i.e. flag results. He is now half strength, though, which is somewhat concerning for them. Okay. The French response. You know, honestly, I'm gonna have to chuck a die. I have to cough up a die. We'll put that die right here so I don't forget. Because that is precisely something I would do, is forget that. All right. So now we're down to 4 dice. I'm going to put 2 on the left. I only have 3 units on the French left. Let's put 1 on the left. Get nothing. Let's put the other 3 in the center. Get 1 thing. What 1 thing would that be? You know, let's just go ahead and see what happens here. We got some foot artillery that is only 2 hexes away. Let's see what kind of death and destruction we can cause over there. Foot artillery, 3 strength, standing ranged fire at 2 hex range is 3 dice. I'll take it. I'm going to want 1s, 2s, or 6s won't help me. 1s or 2s. Hey, we might have our first. We do. 2 hits. This Portuguese light infantry unit has now been eradicated. That is our first victory banner of the game. 5 more to go for the French. Bye-bye. Okay. Down there. My victory banner. Where is it? I'll take it right there. Thank you. Where do I put it? Put it right there. First victory banner of the game goes to the French. Back to the British. Tell you what, age 16 going into the military is pretty young. I'd say age 18 is pretty young, but man, 16, I couldn't even imagine. You're a braver man than me, sir. Then we have what do we have? The British. Let's do 3 on the British right yonder. Get 1 activation. Let's pull this other heavy cavalry unit up, and then 3. Let's dice it up. Let's put 2 in the British center and get 2 activations. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 on the British right. And get nothing. Okay. So let's go back to the British left. That's going to be 1, 2 hexes. So this heavy cavalry, we got 2 heavy cavalry units just battering the hell out of this French square. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if they get bounced. They do not get bounced, but they do take a hit. So that's familiar because we rolled a 3. So he is now a 2 strength with a taking fire marker. He responds with 1 die looking for 1s, 2s, 5s, or 6s. Well, we get a 4. You know, I'm going to tell you what. I don't want to talk about it. Let's fire with these guys. That is a regular Portuguese line unit. About as regular as you can get. Full strength is 4 with. I'll pump 4 dice into that French line unit. 1s, 2s, 6s. Got 2 hits. Wow, okay, so he is a 3. He drops from a 2 to a 1 from the 2 hits. Takes another taking fire marker, has shattered. So good job there. Has to rally. And then this guy will move up 1 and do moving fire, this British line unit. Moving fire right here. With 2 dice, yes. Here's what do I look at when I do this? I look at these handy sheets you can get from Board Game Geek. Line, we want to do moving ranged fire. He's full strength, which means 4, so that's 2 dice. I'm not making this up. Following the rules. And we get nothing. Awesome. So that's that. Absolutely nothing. Great. Back to the French. What's some more easy victory banners? I'll tell you what. 1, 2. Let's put 3 dice on the French left because these 2 units here are not in square and can fire at that unit and get another easy victory banner. He only has 2 strength. So 3 dice, 1 in 5s or 6s. We get nothing. All right, that worked great. So much for that. Good Lord. Let's put 2 in the center for the French and also get nothing. So now it defaults to 1 die. For the 1 die, I'm pulling these guys back out of range so they don't become an easy victory banner. No, I cannot do that. Why do I think I can do that? And I did that with them, didn't I? You have to rally before you can do that. You guys are letting me get away with murder here. So what, I got to rally him? 1 to 5. I got a 2. Okay, he's rallied, but that's his action. Maybe next time. All right, back to the British. So 1 mistake so far. That guy that shattered Portuguese unit shouldn't have been able to pull back. They would have had to rally. I don't know why I forget this. Such is life. 1, 2, 3. Three on the British right. We get nothing. 3 on the British center. We get 2 things. Here. 1 here. And that'll be standing fire. They don't need to move. We'll fire with these guys first. 4 dice. He's going to be gone. 1s, 2s, 6s. He's gone. So the British didn't take them long to get their first victory banner, and we're now tied 1 apiece for victory banners when needing 6. 5 to go. It's a race. The race is on. And he can't fire because that unit's now gone, and that was his order, so that's the breaks. You can't just change it willy-nilly. I don't know who willy-nilly is, but you can't change it. 4 dice. I'd love to get these guys out of square so I can have 5 dice. So this time, I'm putting 3 dice into the French left, getting 2 activations. This pleases greatly. Right there and right there. And then let's put 1 on the French right. I feel like that's where our strength is, and I'm pretty much ignoring the French right there. Since the camera's already on the right, we'll pull him up 1 and conduct a moving ranged fire at that, British light infantry unit. It's going to be 2 dice. Going to get a flag that can be ignored because they have support being flanked by 2 friendlies. So nothing going on there. And then back to the French left here. We'll start with these guys and fire 4 dice at that Portuguese heavy cavalry unit, wanting 3s. 6s we cannot ignore. Look at that. If that was infantry, they'd be decimated. It was all infantry hits. I rolled 2s. All 2s. That's crazy. And I can benefit in no way from that. Let's try with these guys. Same thing. 4 dice. Give me 3s. Awesome. 2 3s. They're gone. It's our second victory banner. The Portuguese are just not living up to their they're sucking. We've knocked over 2 trees now, so that's 2 shots. How come all the losses are Portuguese losses? I'm going to cost the British this victory. All right, another... no offense to all my Portuguese viewers that are watching right now. The whole none of you. Another victory banner. So 2 victory banners for the French, 1 for the British. I didn't even mark mine. There we go. 1 for the British, 2 for the French. That was the French turn. Let's go to... Still stuck in square, though, so that only helped a little bit. British, no problem for them. Let's put a healthy 4 dice into the British left. We get 1 activation. We'll fire with them. And then the other 2 dice we'll put in the British center. Get 2 activations. Awesome. We'll just pull these guys up. Let's go ahead and do that. Portuguese line unit. Marching forward. Conducting moving range fire. And British line marching forward, same deal. So for Portuguese line moving, it's just 2 dice. So 2 dice it is. 1s, 2s, 6s. So we got a 1 and a 5. So there's 1 hit. He is now down to 1 and has shattered. About to be lost. Same thing, moving range fire, half strength, 2 dice. Yes. I shall verify. That's 2 dice. 1s, 2s. Ah, he's gone. British come right back with another victory banner. It's now 2 aside. The goal of 4 is closer and closer. Fairly tight race here. Oh, we're not done. We've got this. What is that? Light infantry? Yes. British light infantry, full strength, standing ranged fire. How many dice? 5. 5 dice. And wow, okay. 4 hits. You know what that means? He's going. Just wiped him off the face of the table. There's like a little skid mark where they used to be on the table. That's that. They're done. Now the British have exceeded the French in victory banners, reaching the halfway point for victory. What can the French do? What can the French do? Plenty. Actually, if we focus... No, I want these guys out of square because I need my activation dice. So I'm putting 3 dice on the left, which is a gamble, and I failed. Let's put one of their guys in square. One in the center. Got it. Who are these? Those should be light cavalry. Light cavalry can move up to... Let's see, 1... Yeah, plenty of range there. And then force them to go in the square. So that will help the French cause. I'll put a die with a square marker on it to represent that. And see if we can, we being the British, bounce that cavalry unit off. Cannot, but we, once again, get a lucky hit because we rolled a 3. 4 strength now, 3 strength with 1 taking fire marker. That's there. Light French, let me double check. French light cavalry should be just 4 strength. Yeah, so it drops to 3. Okay. Back to the British. Well, we caused them to cough up a die, so that helps. Now they only have 5 of 6 dice to work with. Putting everything in the French or British center and getting 2 activations. We'll fire with these guys and move these guys up. Won't be able to do anything with them, but that's what we'll do. And try and knock out this light cavalry unit there. That's going to be... It's that Portuguese line. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be 2 dice. Yeah, 2 dice. Or is it? Did they move? I don't think they moved. So it's 4 dice. I don't think they moved, did they? Either way, we got a hit. Now, that 3 drops to a 2. Taking fire marker. They did get a 6, but that can be ignored because they have an attached commander. See how easy I forget stuff? I'm pretty sure they didn't move. Did they move? I was actually 15 years old when I joined the Cummins training. It was the norm at the time. 15, huh? Yeah. All right, French. I would like to, once again, resolve this left flank issue and get my guys out of square. I'm putting 3 dice into the effort and getting 1 activation So I can move and then do, okay, there's that. And then the other 2 dice, the French right for 1 activation. We'll move them up. In fact, let's do so now. Nothing to fire at, done. We got to get trucking along there. And then back to here. If we move up 1 and then fire with 2 dice at this Portuguese heavy cavalry, we get 2 3s, they're gone. Can we do it? Oh my god, we got it. 2 3s. Oh, who would have thunk it? That unit's gone. Another French victory banner. And more importantly, I would argue, that unit can come out of square. Neck and neck, 3 victory banners apiece, both sides halfway there. Out of square. Awesome. That was the way that was supposed to work 2 turns ago. Back to the British. Would like to do the same. Similar situation here. Let's put 3 dice in the British center. 1 activation, that's all we need for those. The other 2 dice on the British left. Get 1 activation. We'll just move this light infantry unit up and can fire half strength with moving range fire. Attach commander, yes. Let's do that. That's going to be British light infantry is moving range fire, full strength. Four dice. That's pretty good for moving fire. Yeah, 4 dice. That's really good. That's deadly good light infantry. Yeah. 4 dice. Wow, if they get all 1s or 2s, that unit's gone. Yeah, that's not happening. We got a 6, which cannot be ignored in a hit, so he pulls back 1 hex. Takes a taking fire marker and drops to a 3 strength. So there's that. And then the center, we wanted to fire full strength with 4 dice at our French light cavalry there. We're going to want 3s. We did get a 3 and 2 6s. One of those 6s can be ignored, one cannot. So here's what happens. He drops from a 2 to a 1, thus shattering, and drops back 1 hex. Allowing this British line unit to come out of square. And this is now an easy victory banner for the British if they can knock out that final strength point. Out of square. Everybody now back to their full die activation allotment. French. Let's take this chunky 3-unit block and do something with it. 3 dice. 5s or 6s. We get a activation. Let's put it to use there. And what can we do with the center? Let's put 2 in the center. I get nothing. So it's just going to be this left here. 1. Moving ranged fire here. Question mark. Well, that's going to be 2 dice. Got a man down again. 1s, 2s, 6s. got one. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. One hit. And I'm taking fire marker. That's Portuguese line, correct? So he's just 3 strength. And 1 taking fire marker. So that's done. Back to the British. Von Ollinghausen, it's been a couple of seconds. Thank you, my Swedish people, my ancestors. It is a merry battle indeed. A merry battle. Let's see here. French. Didn't I just do the French? Yeah, so British. Let's try not to do the same thing we did last time and just let things rot because they're out too far away. So 3 on the, 2 on the British right with 1 activation. We'll activate these guys and move them up 1. Done. And the other 4 dice on the center. 2 activations. You know what that means? Well, you should, because that's what that means. We'll fire here with them. That'll be 3 dice. 1s, 2s, 6s, etc. We get no 1s, no 2s, 1, 6. So that causes them to retreat. Run away. Cannot be ignored. Done. And then could be another victory banner. I feel it happening. 4 dice. If we can get a 3. Is there a 3 in there? There is a 3. And that is our 4th victory banner for the British. They're gone. That commander was attached, so we need to roll for a casualty commander, which I don't think has happened yet since I've been playing this system. 2-5? No, not happening. He's going to move over here and attached to this line unit. So there's that. Another victory banner for the British, who are 2 away from victory. And French response. Let's look at this again here. Those 3 units we want to do something with. So we'll throw 3 dice and get 2 activations. 1 here, 1 here. And then, where else? Our center is almost gone. The French center has somehow evaporated. French right, 3 dice left, so let's see what we get. We get 1. We'll put here. Let's go ahead and resolve that. That's 3 dice. 1s, 2s, 6s. We got a hit, and 1 taking fire marker. He'll drop him from a 4 to a 3. I think he's light infantry. Let's check. If he starts as a 4 strength. There's that. British light infantry start as 4 strength. Yes. No. So he's actually a 4 now. He starts as a 5. So see, that's why I had to check that. And then the French left with these 2 units that have things and stuff to do. We'll move 1 here and fire yet again, moving ranged fire at that unit. And these guys will move up and not fire because they're out of range. So 2 dice. 1s, 2s. We got a hit and a 6. So he's currently a 3. He drops to a 2, and he has 2 taking fire markers. So one more puts him over the threshold and causes him to shatter. So another potential easy victory banner for the French if they can play their cards correctly, roll their dice correctly. That. And let's see. That brings us back to the British with all their dice, 3, 6 dice. We'll put 1 die on the British right. Get nothing. I'm going to put 3 in the British center and get 2. And 2 dice on the British left and get nothing. Okay. I'm veering this way and taking on this artillery. I could have gone the other way and took on the infantry, but I chose not to. He'll move up here and fire half strength as well. Well, that's not going to be much, huh? Because he's already at 2 strength, so that's only. Let's do that first. 1 die, big whoop. Got nothing, and then 2 dice at this artillery unit, looking for 4s. Got nothing. So maybe we didn't play that as cleverly as we had hoped. And then the French. I'm going to do, you know what, I'm going to do 4 dice on the French left. And get maybe an activation. It hopped out of the tray, yes. Hellfire. And then 2 on the French right and get nothing. So we should be able to, with a decent roll, halfway decent roll, knock that unit out. That's going to be 4 dice. 1s, 2s. Come on. Got 1 hit. And what's the other one? Another hit. So what does that make? That makes our... Let's not destroy these. How about that? 1, 2, 3. No, we're tied again. So that's only our 4th for the French. So both sides now have 4 victory banners. Neck and neck. So 2 victory banners to go. And then it's a victory. Who's it going to be? Could go either way. British turn. 6 dice. I'm putting 5 in the center. Oh, it's the big British push with 4 activations, and then the last die. No. Big British push. 4 activations. 1 here. This is for the center. He's in the center as well, so that's 2. He's almost gone, so no, he's not in the center. 3 and 4. Move him up 1, be done. There's our 4th. Move him up 1, be done. There's our 3rd. Move him up 1. There's our 2nd. Can I just not do that? And then he'll fire. So that's going to be 4 dice. Give me some 4s. Give me 4s. Nope. I get a 6 though. So that's just regular foot. I don't think they can ignore anything, can they? No. And they don't have an attached commander, and they don't have, they got to pull back. Okay, French. Only 2 more victory banners required. Who's going to get there first? It's now the French turn. That's a good question. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put 3 dice on. No, I'm not. 2 dice. Yeah, I am. 3 dice in the French right. Got nothing. And the remaining 2 on the French left. And got 2, so that helps a bit. 1 here, 1 here. If we move here, we can fire. Half strength fire. And these guys here, no, let's move them here. And nothing in range. So all we'll have is this, and that's going to consist of 2 dice. 1s, 2s. We get a 1 and a 6. I'll take it. And he drops from a 4 to a 3. Yes, he does. Takes a taking fire marker and pulls back 1x. And he's done. British turn. I'm doing, what am I doing? 2 on the British right. I got 1 activation. That means we can pull him up. And then 4. Let's do 2 in the center. 2 activations. Him, that would be 1. And center. This guy here, 2. And 2 on the British left. 1 activation. We'll fire with him. Let's start with the British left. Standing fire. 4 dice. 1s, 2s. Nope. Got 2 6s, which cannot be ignored, and they will take a hit because they can't. Yeah, they can. 1. I was going to say they can't retreat, but actually they can. 1, 2. That'll put them right at the edge of the table. Well, they ran all the way home, huh? And another taking fire marker, yes. Still not shattered. Okay. Would I have 1 on the left? This is our left. So we'll move up 1, and then we can do moving fire here. That'll be 2 dice. We're going to want 1s or 2s. We get a 6, so we push him back. And 2 in the center. 2 on the center. Which means firing with him. 3 dice. 1s, 2s. 6 can be ignored. We did get 1 hit, so he'll go from 4 to 3. And earn one of those fancy taking fire markers. And then he'll move up 1. No, the guy. Focus. Not him. Him. Commander's attached to this unit. So whichever side he's on doesn't matter. Move him out of the way for pragmatic purposes. He's done. So see how things have maneuvered more effectively based on the amount of things, number of dice, proximity, smaller table size. I just didn't do it quite right on the epic. I needed more dice. French. Let's try 3 on the left. And get nothing. See, this is going to cost us in the long run. I just know it. And then 2 on the right. and get one stinking activation. What do I even do? Let's move these guys up. We'll move the RD up. And that's the French turn, which was a complete waste of time. And that's going to come back to bite me, I know it. British showing off with their 6 dice. 4 in the center, at least. I mean, why not get 1? Center and move him up again. Let's just move him and be done. Where do we want to move him? We'll move him right here. Nothing in range. We're getting there. And then the other 2 dice on the British left. And get 1 activation. Let's move him up for 1 right here. Have we had any melee yet? Why is that? What is wrong that we never have melee? And fire. 2 dice. We got a hit and a flag. The hit, once again, he drops from a 3 to a 2. Now has 2 taking fire markers. So on that threshold of shattering, cannot ignore the retreat. So he will in fact retreat. Another unit right on the edge here. And that's the British turn. Back to the French. I want to activate those 3 there again. Getting down to the wire here. 2 activations, awesome. I need that. And then the other 2 on the French right. And get nothing. So back to the French. What did I say, left? Well, he's in the center, so that doesn't count. All right, fine. Fair is fair. Let's move him up here then. And fire at half strength. He already is currently a strength of 3. Now he's a light infantry unit. And then these guys. I think it's better to move them here and fire half strength. Let's do that first. 2 dice going into that 3 strength line unit. We got a flag, cannot be ignored. So he backs up. Come on, back up. Takes another taking fire marker. Still not shattered. This unit will fire half strength. He's currently a 3 strength light French light infantry. Moving range fire. 3 dice. 1s or 2s. Oh, look at that. Very nice, very nice. 3 hits. 3 hits. So that drops into a 1 just like that, and a taking fire marker. So 1 more hit and he's gone. I'd say 1 more hit and he shatters, but actually 1 more hit and he's gone. And then British again. Let's do, I would like to do 2 on the right, sir. 2 on the right, nothing. 2 in the center, nothing. 2 on the left? Yes, 1 on the left. 1 on the left. Let's move him here and moving ranged fire. Here, 2 dice. 1s, 2s, nothing. We got a 3 and a 4, so absolutely nothing. French. I'm going to do 1 on the left. And get an activation there. We'll do 3 in the center. And get 1 activation there. Where do I want to go with that center activation? Here. And then 1 on the right. Nothing. Okay. Let's go with these 3 dice here. 3 strength, French light. Standing range, 3 strength is 4. Why the extra die? Well, typically there's 3 strength. It'd typically be 3 dice, but because they're light infantry, you up 1 die to 4. Come on, victory banner. Yes. Yes, they did it. This unit's gone. Bye-bye. Another victory. That's 5 victory banners for the French now. 1 away from victory. Very cool, very cool. And then what do we have left? We'll fire with these guys here. That's 4 dice. 1s, 2s. We got a hit and a 6. The 6 can be ignored. The hit cannot. And it'll go from a 4 to a 3. With 1 taking fire marker. If I can hit, here's what we need to focus at. This unit here. There's only 1 strength. If I can knock that out, done. Game over. French 5 victory banners to the British 4. Here's the British response that everybody's been anticipating. 6 dice to work with. My back hurts. Oh, okay. Here's how we'll do it. 2 dice. 2 dice on the British left. Get nothing. 3 dice in the center. Get 2 activations. 1, 2, and 1 on the right. Get nothing. We can fire flat out here. But here, we'll have to move. This could be something that costs us, but I'm doing it. And then fire half strength. Let's do this first. Which is going to be, nope, they're already 3, so it's going to be British line at 3 strength, standing range fire. Is 4 dice. That's what it says. Standing range fire, line, 3 strength, is 4 dice. Okay, you say so. We got a hit and a 6, none of which can be ignored. 4 to a 3, taking fire marker, drops back. Further away from the unit we want to knock out. That's only 1 strength left. A 3. He's done. And then this guy will fire. Got nothing, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking there. I thought I could fire something, but he's gone. So back to the French. How can we knock that unit out? Light infantry, can they move? This has to happen for us. 1 in battle, 2 in not battle. Okay, let's go this route. It may take 2 turns to do this. Let's go. So I only have 2 units on the left, but I'm putting 3 dice because I really want to try and activate them. And I got nothing. So that leaves 2 dice in the center. And I got 1. Let's go. Fine, let's do the 1. We'll fire with this artillery unit here. So foot artillery. So I think it's going to be 3 dice. French foot artillery, standing range fire, 2x range is in fact 3 dice. 1s, 2s, 6s, 1 hit, 4 to a 3. So now it's turned into a battle of attrition. British, what do you want to do, Brits? Brits want to put 3 dice into the left, get nothing, and the other 3 dice in the center, get nothing, so that defaults to 1 activation. Well, you know what? Let's fire 3 dice at this unit here. So this could be interesting. 3 dice at that unit there, right? There are only 2 strength, and if they get a flag, now they can ignore 1 flag. All right. Either way, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I told you this would be interesting, and it was. They're gone. We got 2 hits. And that means the British now have five victory banners, and the French have 5 victory banners. So next victory banner wins, is essentially what that amounts to. And it is the French turn. And it's a matter of time now. I mean, the longer we've got to, for the French, we've got to do this now. We've got to do this now. Because if the British get another turn, they'll end it. So here we go. 1, 2. We've got 2 in the center, so let's put 2 dice in the center. Or do I do 3 dice? I'm doing 3. And a good thing I did, because only 1 was an activation. Right here. And then the other 2, 1 on the right, got an activation. 1 on the left, out of the tray, nothing. So let's fire with artillery here. Here's how we end this. We're going to concentrate fire on this unit for our final victory banner. 1 with the artillery here, and then the other with this infantry unit here. Watch how this works. 3 dice. We verify that. 3 dice. 1s or 2s. 2 hits. He's down to a 1. He shatters. He's still not out of it, but he's shattered. And watch this for the coup de grace, the master stroke. 3 dice coming to that unit from that line unit. All I need is 1 hit. And I don't get it. I knew it to be too good to be true. So now it's the British turn. What did I say? If the French couldn't make it happen, the British will. You watch how that happens. Oh, God. 3 dice in the center. 1, 2 activations. 1 of these is going here. 1's going, he's in the center here. Let's do 1 on the left, and then the other 2 on the right. Terrible decision. Terrible decision. I'm changing strategy here. We're now going to veer towards this infantry unit and fire 3 strength, fire half strength, and he will likewise head towards this infantry unit, concentrating fire on this 3 strength unit to see if we can get the victory. So 3 dice halved. British. Let's see how the British line can live up to its reputation. That's 2 dice. Here we go. 1s or 2s. We did get a hit, so now he's at 2 strength. Still not out of it, still not shattered. And then this unit can end it. 2 dice. If we get 2 hits, it's over. Oh, we got one hit in the flag. Turns to a 1. He shatters. Still not out of it. Can ignore the flag. Still not over. Can you believe that? He is shattered, though. All right, now the French get another chance to end it. This unit here, I'm putting all 6 dice. 3 on the left for this, 3 in the center for this guy. 2 activations, so definitely got the activation, and then 3 on the right, and then, or I'm sorry, 2 on the right to try and get him to activate. Come on, got it. In fact, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Nope, that's all I can do. Okay. So we'll fire here. And we'll fire here. That's going to be 3 dice, and this is going to end it. 1s, 2s, done. Game over. French win. Knocked out this line unit here that was down to 1 strength and shattered. The French pulled it off. Why? I don't know. I'm not sure how the French pulled it off. Well, that's that. French gets 6 victory banners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. British could have ended it. They had their chance. They had their chances. Couldn't pull it off. French victory. Awesome stuff. Hey, Bruce. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the compliment on the 28 millimeters. I did paint them myself and nearly went crazy doing so. So yeah, that's it. French victory for our Christmas special here. We'll pan the field once. Those are all dead guys here coming along there. They're all dead, but yeah, it felt nice to get the 28s out. They look good. Not quite the mass effect you get with the epics, but you know. That's it. We're now hour and 20 minutes in. That was an impromptu, unscheduled, unannounced Christmas special. I will definitely talk to you guys probably next Monday. We'll talk Monday and probably similarly during the day. I'm off that day, so. All right, guys. Be safe. Have a good Christmas. Thanks for watching. We'll talk again.